On May 9th, there is a very exciting day happening on Razoo, which is where Gadfly has our online donation site. It is called Give Out, and it's based around, completely around an opportunity to give and highlight and draw attention to some of your favorite GLBTQIA inclusive organizations, like us, yours truly. Donations are really, really important to us. We are a very small organization. We're going into our 4th year and we're growing steadily, but we're kind of at a point where we do need some help from the community and some support in order to grow. Shows are not cheap to put on. No matter how many corners you cut, you still have to pay playwrights. I firmly believe that you have to pay all artists involved. And you have to rent the venue and, of course, all the things like props and set pieces and things like that. So it's very important that we have a lot of support coming in. We've been very blessed so far with the support that we have, but this is a really good time for us to grow and for other people to become a part of that and become a part of the community.
First off, I'd like to say a big thank you from the bottom of our collective Gadfly hearts to our current donors and those of you who have already donated. We can't thank you enough. Couldn't do this without you. If you haven't donated and want to do what all the cool kids are doing, you should go to www.gadflytheater.org, and the link is right on our home page. The minimum donation for Give Out Day is $10. $10 buys us a script. So if you want to make sure actors have scripts and lines to learn for upcoming work, then throw us $10 and you can make that happen. Yeah.
Very next for Gadfly is a show that me and Emmanuel wrote called Queer. It is done sort of in the style of Eve Ensler and playwrights like that who kind of go off the beaten path when it comes to writing. So it's very largely monologue and short scene based, with a few larger group scenes. And the show is about the marginalization that queer persons face. But what it really delves into and spends over half the play talking about is how even within the queer community, there is still so much marginalization. At times we did an interview and submission process for this, so it's other people's stories, not just our own. In fact, there's actually very, very little of our own experience in it. But I know I talked to a lot of people that have felt more isolated within a supposedly queer accepted community than they do at the world at large. And so the play delves into that and why it's harmful. But it does, we like to do everything kind of on a positive note. We try to weave some hope through it. So we talk about what happens when this community bands together, gets over those differences, gets over the competition with each other to be the best nonprofit, gets over the petty differences and what you call yourself, all the label policing, etc. And how much good, how much power this community could have if we did decide to band together. And so that's going to be, it opens Pride Weekend, June 28th, and runs through the 14th at the Lowry Lab. And then we're also presenting it at the Because Conference in early June, which we are doing through the Bisexual Organizing Project, and it is a show, or it is for their Because Conference, which is a bi, pan, non-monosexual, inclusive, celebratory event.
This is very ambitious for us. This is, in addition to writing the show, the two of us, this is also one of probably the largest cast that we've ever had. We have, 17 people in the cast, so it's very large. We normally do 3 or 4 person shows, so we've almost tripled that. But we did also bring in an adjunct director, a third director for the show, Erica Fields, who was in our production of Hidden Agenda by Kate Bornstein. Phenomenal actress, really, really great director, and just all around nice gal to be around and be spending the next 2-3 months of my life with. So we're really excited to be working with her. We're really excited to be working with the crop of actors we've got in. You'll see some old favorites at Gadfly, and a lot of new faces too, with a cast of 17. There's bound to be some surprises. So
I like to say a lot of old favorites and a lot of new favorites too.
Yeah.
That's how I like to word it.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.